to another video. I'm so tired today, guys. Like, I don't know what it is. It's like in my eyes. I don't have a headache or anything. It's time of the month and I usually just feel just flat. Anyway, the other day before my actual cycle came, I felt like my brain could not function at all. Like, I just wanted to sit on the lounge and be a blob. I had to work that day, and my brain surprisingly works when I work, like doing my job, but I just can't function as a mum, as a parent. Like, I can't function. Like, my patience is just non-existent. Anyway, that's not what today's video is about. It's just my energy this morning is low. I am actually working this morning, so it'll be peaches. I'll fly through work, no worries. I've got my coffee, so keeps me going. Today's video, I am hosting a dinner. And today, well, not today, but the theme of the dinner is going to be a Mexican theme. I've done this in my last vlog, mentioned that I was going to do a host with me video. So I'm having my family around, so my sister and brother-in-law and their kids. My brother-in-law built our house, so that's exactly why we're having him around for dinner. I wanted to do a celebration of thanking him. We have a special gift for him just because we want him to know how appreciative we are for how much he done for us with building our home. So this was our first, I guess you could say, custom build. We built this with intentions of staying. So we put a lot more thought, a lot more energy, and a lot more dollars into building this house. So essentially we built this with a lot more good intention, and it's so suited to us. So like, I'm currently sitting in my salon, so this is at the very front of the house. I do have intentions of doing a home tour one day, but we are still getting our feet with, like, finding our feet, I should say, with where we want to put everything. Like, I'm very particular about where I want stuff, and we still have our dining table that is soon to be delivered. We've just got our lounge and our coffee table in my last vlog if you want to have a look. We're going to do Mexican. I love Mexican. I feel like that's just like an easy meal to do for everyone. Everyone loves it. So we're going to do Mexican, and I have myself a list. So this is the shopping list that I'm going to be topping up on. Like, I've got a lot of things already, but I'm actually going to start prepping today. So today is Thursday. We're having the dinner on Saturday night because there are things that you can do prior to hosting a party. I'm actually going to sit down now before my client gets here. I start at 9, it's 8:40. So I'm going to start jotting down a list. I've got all of my things that I need to pick up, but I'm going to write down the things that I can start making today. So like, for example, my dessert, that's a cake, and the cake can actually sit in the fridge for like over a week, what I've looked up, and it's because it's a moist cake. It's actually Mexican themed cake, tres leches. I'm gonna mask at that name, but I need to find my list. I don't have it in now. Entree, we're gonna do jalapeno poppers. We're gonna do a huge big guacamole, fresh guac, so very excited about that. My corn chips, I have had those previously in like my nachos recipe. So we're gonna also do a big salsa for the corn chips. Onto my sides. So sides, I'm making the Mexican street corn cobs. They look delicious. I know my sister loves those. I have been to Mexican before with my sister and her girls, and I know that she loves the Mexican corn. I think I'm gonna do Mexican rice. I don't know. I might even just do plain rice, to be honest with you, because I know that my kids won't eat it, and I'm trying to be mindful about what everyone's going to eat, and I know for a fact that my kids will love plain rice, so I need to be mindful of the kids. Main, I'm going to do beef tacos, so pulled beef. Lucas is the meat master, so I'm going to give him the meat chores. So beef tacos, soft shell tacos, so everyone can make their own. Not Mexican, but it's Lucas's requirement that he wants to have chicken wings. Definitely not Mexican, but you can have spices and stuff on your chicken to make the Mexican style. Yeah, he's just the meat man, so he really wanted to do chicken wings. I think he wants to smoke them, or I don't even know. Then we're going to move on to desserts. Now, this is a cake, like I mentioned, and correct me if I'm wrong, but tres leches cake. tres leches. I think that's what it is. Anyway, it's mainly like a sponge cake, but it's a moist sponge cake because you add like a not a syrup, but like a wet moisture on top of the cake to let it sit so it moistens, and then you put the whipped cream over the top. It looks delicious. Like, I know for a fact all my family's gonna love it. I'm pretty sure my kids are gonna love it because it's got strawberries on it, it's got cream, and it's just a yummy, lovely vanilla cake. So I'm gonna do that for desserts and beverages. So beverages is the highlight for me. Like, I love a good beverage. So I'm gonna make margaritas. I'm gonna make margaritas. I'm gonna make some margaritas, and then we're gonna have some beers. So not Mexican beers, but just beers because the boys are drinkers. Yeah, so that is what we're having for food, and I'm excited. This is our first time that we're actually going to host I guess you could say, a dinner party in our new home, because I was going to hold out until we got our new table just to be a little bit fancy, but I'm going to set up for that. I've got a beautiful new dinner set, and I've got some fresh flowers that I picked up from the nursery that I went to yesterday. I'm going to get together my to-do list for today of what type of food that I need to prep and what I can prep before Saturday comes. So I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're having a great day, night, whatever time it is in your life. I'm excited about hosting this party, so let's get on with our day. Takeaway coffee, please. Can I just get a large latte, thanks? Yes, please. Crispy? Great, thanks mate. Bye. Bye. So I forgot to tell you guys, so I'm actually going to my nutritionist appointment today, which I didn't forget about, but I forgot to mention to you guys. So I'm in between clients today. I've got this appointment that I've got to go to. Hi, you there? Yeah. It's definitely not, this is not going to go well. I'll speak to you soon. So I'm out the front of my appointment, and I went and got my coffee, drank it on the way. It's empty. And then it's time of the month, I swear. I have not been really craving any sugars or anything, but I just feel like something. So I don't know if you can see that. Whoop. It is a rosewater and pistachio friand. Lovely. Definitely not going to eat it before I go into my dietitian appointment. Nutritionist, dietitian, same thing. So I'm pretty confident going into this appointment because I think I'm sitting around the 7 kilo mark at the moment for weight loss. Not sure. Have to, I didn't get on the scales this morning, but I've been pretty good with my eating. It's just time of the month, man. It's just absolutely it's killing me today. Killing me. Like, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. And I have, like, I feel that bitch blood in me. Like, I feel bitchy. Like, you get mad. Anyway. I have exactly 1 minute before I need to go in, so working, so I finished work now, and I am going to show you what the nutritionist gave me. So I was just speaking to her about like how to read the backs of like food packaging and stuff like that. I just wanted to get a little bit more of an understanding of what exactly that I was reading and making sure I wasn't missing anything. Knowledge is power, so that's what I was wanting. And then, what was I gonna say? Anyway, she was saying how well I was doing, and she was very impressed with the weight loss so far, so that's great. And she said I'm doing everything right, so that's great. You know, it's encouraging to hear a professional say that you're doing everything right. So I wanted to ask her a little bit more about like portion sizing and stuff like that. Like I know roughly, so I'm doing a lot of like guessing with my eyesight. So she gave me these plates. She said these are really good for kids. I've also got one for myself. I'll show you mine first. So they're just plastic, but I thought that was a very clever idea for us to have a visual idea of how much of what per serving to put on your plate. So I really like that idea. So I'll show the kids when they get home, but these are the kids' plates, and I thought they were very cute. So why I really like this was because she said you get to, so you choose the, I don't know, like you choose the carb or the protein, and they have to choose the vegetable, because I was saying how my kids just will not eat vegetables. So she was saying these might be really helpful. They get to choose the one vegetable that they have to put on their plate. So we'll see. Anyway, I think these will be a little bit of a novelty at first, and we'll just see how they go. I think they're just gonna love the pictures on them. I think they're really, really cool. Yeah, I think everyone should get one of those. I think they should be in schools. I don't know if they are, but they should be. Anyway, I'm going to make the cake this afternoon, the tres leches cake. So this is the Mexican cake that I'm making for dinner on Saturday. So yes, it is Thursday, but I'm going to bake the cake today, and then I'm going to, it says the cake itself lasts up to 3 days in the fridge. So I'm going to bake it today, put it in the fridge, and then I'm gonna put the filler in it tomorrow, so that will moisten the cake, and then I'm just gonna top it on the Saturday. So I've got all my ingredients here. I've got all of my ingredients. This is just how I like to bake. I like to get all the ingredients out so I know all the measurements. I can just chuck it straight in. I hate getting lost when it comes to like trying to work out what you've already done, how much of what, and just all that jazz. So I've got my eggs separated, my egg whites, eggs, I've got my baking dish, and I've got all my ingredients for the cake. So I'm gonna do a little montage of my baking scenario. So enjoy. All done. It's time to bake. They say roughly, I think 30 minutes, so I'm gonna set my timer. See how we go. Ooh, got a bigger stick. Shite. Yeah, I think that's coming out pretty good. It's really deceiving. It's sort of like, yeah, done. Cooked to perfection. Good morning. It's now Friday. Whoop, whoop. Friday night, pizza night, pizza night. That's what we call Fridays in our household. We do Friday night pizza night, so this is what we say around here. So I put the cake in the fridge overnight, and I have just pulled it out. I'm about to, it's called filling. So this is the tres leches cake that I made yesterday. So we're gonna add a can of creamed evaporated milk, a can of sweetened condensed milk. We're gonna add a teaspoon of the vanilla extract, and then we've got half a cup of milk. So we're gonna add that all together. And then we're going to think that condensed milk when I was younger would have to have been my favorite thing of all time to have helped my mum cook with, because you could lick the spoon, lick the can. Oh, it's so yummy. Smells good. It states that you have to prick the cake because that's how all of the filling gets absorbed and nice and moistened into the cake. I have a little bit of a concern that I should have done this yesterday, but I didn't sort of want it to go like soggy, if that makes sense. Like, you want it to be moist, but you don't want it to get soggy. But we're just gonna hope that this works, so let's go. Now I feel like because I cooked this yesterday and then I didn't immediately put this on, it's gonna take a while to absorb into the cake because it's cold, whereas yesterday it would have been warm and still like really soft and fluffy. It is absorbing. So I'm just gonna let it sit, and then I'm gonna add the extra, and then we're gonna move on to the next thing. All right, we're absorbing. Let's try again. Condensed milk. It's just delicious. So next up, I'm going to prep my jalapeno poppers. So I've got quite a few here. That one's just looking a bit nasty. I might have to get rid of that one because I buy jalapenos every week, so some are probably been in the fridge. Cut them in half, scrape the crap out of the middle, and then I'm gonna pop them into my container, and then I'm gonna make my filler, and then I'm gonna put it all together tomorrow. So this is just, like I said, all preparation for tomorrow, being that today's Friday. So cue the montage. So chopped and peeled the inner seeding. They're actually quite tricky to de-seed. They're tough little buggers. There's roughly about 22 there, so fingers crossed there is enough for everyone to have. Moving on, we now have my corns. So I have around about, I think, 9 corns here, and I'm just going to, what's this called? Peel them. I can't ever, decob them? No, I don't know. Just gonna take the skin off, and then I'm just gonna give them a rinse, dry them off, and then we're just going to, before we grill them tomorrow, I'm just gonna put the cream mixture that you put on. It's like sour cream and mayonnaise, and then your paprika or cumin, I can't remember what it is, but put your seasonings on, and then I think you just top it with like the Mexican cheese, which I could not find. Devastated about that, but we're going to just work with what we have. So I'm going to peel these now, clean them, and then I think we have most of that prep done, and then I've just got to make the cream cheese. So next, I'm gonna do the cream cheese filler for the bacon, the poppers. So this is the cream cheese, we've got sour cream, we've got chives, we've got cheese I've got to grate, and then we've got bacon. I've got my filler done, I've got the jalapenos cut, the cheese grated, and the corn's over there drying. So I've pretty much finished all that I need to do for today. I have a client, I've got 3 clients back to back this afternoon, so that's all the time I have for preparation today. But I'm going to get dinner ready because I only have 20 minutes and then my client's going to get here. So I will literally be picking the kids up straight after school. So I'm not going to have time to get dinner ready. So I'm utilizing my time right now and then back to work.
Ja,